Forgot to plug the mic in. I recorded the entire video. Let's get into it. This is video number 2. All right. So this is things that can trigger your anxiety that are weird, humiliating, and just quite honestly very embarrassing to speak about. So I don't blame you for not talking about them. But I've heard them talked about, and if not heard them talked about, are my own experiences from the past, right? So let's get into it. Number 1, right? And these aren't in no order. These are just, there's 5 of them, and in no order at all. Number 1 is anxiety, while number 2ing. This is true. This is very true. So as we all may or may not know, Elvis Presley did pass while he was on the toilet. Great guy, cool cat. Didn't know him. He was using the restroom whenever he had a heart attack. Scary word for anybody with cardiophobia. Heart attack. This and number 2 plays into cardiophobia, which is a topic for another video. But kind of what I'm getting at is sitting on the toilet can trigger some people's anxiety with the whole big factor of cardiophobia, right? So you sit down on the toilet, you start to get this anxiety feeling that, I'm vulnerable, I'm alone in this bathroom, locked up. It's not very respectful for somebody to really bust in the bathroom. So even if you did kind of, you'd be laying there for Lord knows how long till somebody did find you. And if they did, you would be butt naked. So that one alone can be very iffy, So I don't blame you if you get anxiety from that. Kind of what I'm getting at is, I'm so sorry, my dog started barking. So, with that being said, sitting on the toilet can, obviously, we've all been there. You sit too long, your legs begin to go numb. This is a video where I'm opening up, right? We're talking about embarrassing things. So I'm going to speak about my very embarrassing experiences. Honestly, I don't care at this point. I'm human. It happened to me. It's going to happen to somebody else. And it's going to happen to many more after that. And it's happened to plenty before me. So my experience is for educational purposes. So let's just talk about them, right? So my legs go numb sitting on the toilet. My left want to go numb or my right want to go numb. And then, you begin to feel like, oh my God, my left arm's hurting, and there's very rare cases of that happening. There's been cases of people passing out and passing on the toilet, right? Yeah, just a scary topic. I don't want to stay on that one too long though. So I'm going to move to number 2, right? Which is scared. Not really scared. Getting anxiety during intercourse, right? Or being scared to have anxiety during intercourse. Whatever. It's this is a weird one. So basically during intercourse your heart rate tends to speed up, and with that it's like the same as having an anxiety attack, right? Like, because whenever you have an anxiety attack, your heart rate speeds up. They just give off the same symptoms, truthfully, but it's just you exerting your body. So it's really nothing to be scared of. And I don't know too much on that topic, so there's no reason to sit on it for too long. But it quite honestly is a weird trigger for anxiety. So it was perfect for this video. Look more into that one if you want to. I'm not going to speak on it too much. Not very well versed on it or educated in that aspect. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to number 3, right? That being peeing too much. Me, myself, haven't experienced this one too hard. The only reason that I urinate more with anxiety is because I just drink more water. That's clear as day. I've seen it and done it for myself. I just continuously drink more water, throughout the day now. So it makes more sense for me. But there's people out there that's not the reason. That's not the case, right? They see themselves urinating far more and they're drinking the same amount of water, or what have you, not drinking more water and still urinating more. I see forums all the time or videos talking about, oh yeah, no, that's just UTI, bro. No, there actually is like a correlation there. Not exactly positive on that one. This next topic though, number 4. Again, these are not in no number order, like one's more than other. No, I'm just hitting them all the way along. Number 4, there is science behind this one. And I did experience this one. Hardcore, heavy, right? Belching, being overly gassy. Some people it's the other way, right? For me, it was just burping. For some people, though, it could be like, oh my gosh, like I got a huge meeting later, I got to run to the bathroom real fast. It's the same thing. So anxiety, like rewires the gastrointestinal system, or whatever you want to call it, whatever fancy word that is, and the nervous system, which also correlate. Bet you didn't know that, did you? So I was noticing that after I would finish my dinner, or I would drink my cup of coffee, or whatever it was, I noticed myself burping a lot more, right? I would finish my dinner, put it down, and it could have been like a super healthy dinner. It was like chicken, rice, broccoli, with a side of water, you know what I'm saying? But I am belching, like unfreaking controllably. Cannot stop it. They're just coming, right? One after another. And my girlfriend's sitting here like, what's going on with him? Literally, what is going on? I didn't know either, so I get to Google him, right? RIP Sky. Do not Google anything. Not for that specific case, because this one wasn't near as bad. But don't Google your symptoms. So, anyway, lo and behold, I found myself burping a whole lot more with anxiety. And then it triggers your anxiety because while you're burping, you feel you can't breathe and you get like really tight in the chest. That's what my problem was. I would get super tight, right? But apparently there's something up here, somewhere like right here. This is my left side. There's something over here that has to do with gas in your body. And it gets a lot of pressure built up whenever you get gassy, right? Heartburns from gas too. So all that builds up and it creates this super tight pain in your chest, and it just feels like heart attack, which is anxiety, but it's just gas. So I saw myself burping a whole lot more, like uncontrollably. It's funny now. It wasn't at the time. I don't do it anymore, but at the time it was pretty scary. I'm gonna go and move on to number 5, I guess you can call it. So this one's not really number 5 because it's not really like anything crazy, like changes in temperature. I've noticed when it gets like super freaking hot here. I live in Florida, and it gets really hot. Like July will be like 102. I was working in Tampa at the time, and I would step out of the dealership, and it was like, if you live in Florida or Texas or anywhere hot, you know it gets hot here, right? So it's like a 102. Humidity's probably like 300%. I'm outside in freaking pants, dress shirt, dress shoes. I am absolutely sweating, right? And it just hits me like a rock, right? And these dealerships are massive. So the AC inside them, you don't, excuse my language, half-assingly feel, right? You don't feel this AC inside these huge dealerships. So I'm stepping outside. It's 102, 103 on July 5th. And I'm outside in full dress wear. And an immediate anxiety just like, boom, right? Crushing anxiety. That's it. Take me to the ER. I've got to go. But here's the problem. I was probably either dehydrated or overthinking. Yeah. Yep. So that one's embarrassing because you're in front of an entire sales floor of other guys your age, and here you are freaking out over 102-degree weather, and they're doing just fine, selling cars, making money, what they should be doing, right? And here I am on my way to the hospital telling them that I'm dying from a heart attack. And yeah, that one's not so funny, but it's also not so serious because you can really get over that one, right? Just more or less imagine yourself, instead of like, holy crap, having an anxiety attack, like imagine yourself out on a beach somewhere enjoying like a coconut pina colada or something, you know, like you wouldn't be anxious here at 102 degrees. Why are you anxious here at 100 degrees? That's kind of how I had to start looking at it, right? Again, that's nothing too crazy. I have heard of like instances, but this is like more of like where it snows, that like cold weather can affect your heart. Obviously, like insanely hot weather, probably like, but that's probably like 113, 120 degrees can affect your heart. That's if you're exposed to both of them way too long, right? If you're exposed to the cold too long, if you're exposed to the heat too long, right? But most of us, if not all of us, have AC, right? My house is at 66 degrees, 65 degrees right now, and it's currently 30 something outside. And I still kind of wish it was a little colder. I hate the heat. But I don't want to stick on this video too long. I've hit all my topics. Thank you guys for tuning in for my second video. I don't know what my next video is going to be about yet. I'm going to brainstorm that up when I get up from here. Edit this video, post it up for you guys. And please, again, if you enjoyed this video or you got any knowledge from it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatnot, whatever you're going to do with a YouTube video. Who knows?